Slave Manga back again with another video. Good to see you guys. Happy 2025. Man, it's been a long time since I've been on here. Honestly, a lot been going on, but I'm still gonna try to pump out the videos now. I'm actually gonna redo them since I actually got my shelves all done and stuff like that. But I wanted to start it off with why buy manga? And I mean, as the screen can show you itself, this is just a small glimpse of the collection, and you can build some pretty great things in your home. You can build honestly anything you want, and you can see how colorful and creative it can actually be. Even just like looking at Prison School and some of the Goodnight Poon Poon volumes and stuff like that, it could literally be like a rainbow in your house. It's pretty amazing, but honestly, I do suggest buying what you're into. Definitely don't just like go out and splurge on any and all manga, especially during these economic times. Come on, people. Definitely use your heads. So, the question is, why buy manga? Well, for me, I was super interested in anime. And, just having the physical copies, honestly, it just can't compare. Having stories like Naruto, Bleach, and Vinland Saga, and things like that, it just, it feels like stories that are irreplaceable now once you learned about them. And then obviously you got things like Gantz and Berserk. Everybody knows these titles. They're pretty amazing. And not even just about the books. They're again about like building these shelves. You can have some pretty great bookends, stuff like that. Honestly, pretty amazing. So for me, why I did it is it's going to be an awesome thing that I can always look at and say this is a cool achievement. So definitely go out there and chase your goals, people. It's a new year and new dreams can be explored. It's pretty amazing. This has took me probably about 4 to 5 years to build this collection, and I'm kind of slowly not really buying as much as I obviously started with. I mean, I literally had some months I had like 100 volumes in just like 1 month, and I'd say a lot of that was probably Naruto. There was times where there was only like one book a month, and I think that's really good to have moderation, especially with your hobbies. For me, I never really had like expensive amounts of money to put on manga besides towards the Gantz, which is probably like the biggest expense. Because if you get the whole series of Gantz in the singles, it's like 2 grand. And it's just ridiculous. I think it's only like that just because they never reprinted the singles. If they did that, it would be pretty amazing, but it'd also be really sad because it's kind of like a cool investment. Just knowing that, like, in 20 years, like, what would Gantz be worth in the singles? It's kind of cool to think about. With 2 grand turn into 20, it's like, I don't know. And then it's like, if I didn't teach my kids about it, they'd probably just sell it for like 500 bucks at a garage sale. So it's like, yeah, the importance of kind of telling your kids or whoever, you really want to watch after your collection when you're gone. It's kind of funny to think about those things. But there again, all part of the question of why have it. Well, for me, it's for me as well as for the future generations, whoever I decide to pass it down to it. I mean, ultimately, I would like to pass it down to my children. It'd be pretty amazing to see the stories that I collected for them, and so they can get some entertainment out of it, as well as see that it's cool to chase hobbies and goals. And a cool thing about like having bookshelves and stuff like this is I can put in a little bit of mementos from like friends as well as like loved ones that may have passed away. Oh, let's get into some of these cool different versions, huh? You can also have a, when you decide if you wanted to have one. How long should you dedicate to your collection? Well, that's up to you, obviously, right? I've spent several years, but you could spend just like a month and then figure out it's not for you. You could have some books, as I see plenty of people have, especially on eBay. They'll buy like one set or two sets of something, and then later in life, circumstances change and they get rid of it. And some of them, I believe, never really, turn back to the hobby. I feel like plenty of people are just satisfied with anime these days, and they don't really like the original format of manga. Well, I think that'll be the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.